God. Welcome to the Best Friends Discuss podcast. God, you know who it is. It's your favorite favorite of all time favorite. It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Average of 5.125 inches.
Pretty close.
Too much fun. Oh, wow! That was
Thank you for the introduction, Murray.
that was a lot of energy that I was not expecting. But also, hey, just need to get that. If I don't do it per episode, then I bottle it in and I just have diarrhea.
Just save it. Well, that's fine. How is that my problem?
Well, next time I come over...
Unlike your conceptions, just because I'm brown does not mean I clean the sewers for you, okay?
I
am not the help.
I don't like this.
I give you fair warning. I was going to fire in today.
Yeah, I know. By the way, I was thinking, you just said The Help, and I thought of the movie with Emma Stone and how they made the shit pie for Bryce Dallas Howard's character and such. Please don't make me a shit pie.
I'll never make you a shit pie. My wife will make you a shit pie.
Okay, I can see it.
But she'll use my shit.
But then again, I also don't know her that well. I know you guys better than I know her. So.
Oh, don't worry. You'll know her soon.
Uh-oh.
Introducing our next guest.
What? Hulk Hogan. Oh, yeah, brother. How did you guys get Hulk Hogan?
He's not my brother. Genetic test told me it wasn't true. That, my friends, is called a callback.
23andMe. So yeah, I'm a host, Mike.
I thought you were going to end at ho.
Well, no, then we have the co-ho, Brad. Dude, that's a great... That would be cool.
Ho and co-ho?
Yeah. Boom.
I'm just between two hoes skiing.
Stop it. Stop it.
He's trying to replace Gage now.
I know.
No, I can't replace Gage. Again, Skinny Penis.
So Scott.
Okay, what's up?
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. The last one was October.
Yeah, it took a while to get back from the border. Thanks to you guys and the podcast, and Ice picked me right up. So it's been a while.
I apologize for that.
I know you do.
I'm glad you came back though.
Yeah, something about it was less you, Brad, and more my children, because unfortunately I'm tied to them.
I really don't care. I just know spring's coming up and the lawn's gonna need mowed.
That's true.
Jesus.
Speaking of which, I gotta go sharpen my blades. Total side note.
It's like a montage of like a killer like sharpening a knife, but it's just hedge trimmers.
No, he's got no hedges to trim. I'm not shaving his dick up. Come on.
Ayo.
I'm losing it. I don't know.
I'm talking about a freaking lawnmower blade. Have you never mowed a lawn? Have you paid so many brown people you've never mowed a lawn?
I was about to say, do I go into the joke or go into the real life of it? I don't.
What's the difference?
I'm so split between it because I want to make the joke. But I respect you too much for that.
Oh, your respect is misplaced. You just listen to Brad's example. Just understand, you'll get fired back at.
Okay. Well, okay. Fine.
Okay.
All right.
Internal monologue. What's up?
Nothing.
What are we doing today?
Oh, well,
Who am I? Jackie Chan, that's who.
That's correct. That's the correct answer. What movie?
Shoot. It was just on the top of my head. Fart sniffer. What is it?
All right.
What is it? Fuck.
Rumble in the Bronx.
No, it's not Rumble in the
it's-
Bronx.
No.
It's a good movie, but it's not Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, Rumble in the Bronx is a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Jackie Chan. Who am I? Is it the movie Who Am I? Yeah, it's the movie Who Am I? Fuck!
He walked right into that one. Hidey, 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 hidey. Anyway, well,
that's copyright. We have to cut that.
Oh,
It's not monetized. We're good.
yeah, we actually talked about that.
Not to our sponsors.
Mountain Dew. It's a go-to. I panicked. But no, didn't you guys want to tell a story or something? Bitch about kids or something like that? About your kids. Kids.
The single man with no kids goes, hey, don't you want to bitch about your kids?
Right?
Oh,
Why do you
man.
gotta bring up the fact that I'm single with no kids?
Well, that's because it's truth.
Oh, too much fun. Well, go ahead, complain away.
We don't have
It's
enough
your
time,
soapbox.
but go ahead.
I mean, it's not really a complaint. It's more of a proud moment as a father,
No, I agree with that.
to be honest. So, my son, because I'm a great father,
I'm sorry, Mike, could you get closer to the mic and make that same noise again? Just want to point that out. Yeah.
So last night we were having dinner, and my son finds Scott's phone and brings it to him.
Because I misplaced it.
Yep.
Did you try calling it?
He did
Almost.
something better.
I did something way better.
Oh, okay, I'll stop interrupting.
So I happen to have an Apple Watch, and one of the many features of an Apple Watch is you can ping your phone that your watch is connected to.
Yeah.
So as a joke, as Brad's son was walking up to me with my phone, I was like, hold on, let me find it. And so I pulled it up on my watch, and I hit the button so it pings.
And then he grabs the phone, and my son walks away and goes, douche.
To which then proceeded me and Brad
and Stacy, all of us just laughing. To call him back, to give him a hug, Scott high fives him and goes, no, it's true. That was a douchey move. I was proud. He used it in context.
Yeah.
Pure context.
He's not like that Shia LaBeouf character in friggin' iRobot who doesn't know how to swear.
Yeah.
He used it appropriately.
Was that a proud father moment?
I was a
for you?
proud father
It was
moment.
a proud uncle moment.
Good for you guys. You know, I'm proud for you guys that you, because it's that moment where you're just like,
It's all right. He can represent the haters. It's all right. It's good.
By the way, as I've learned, with like my little cousins, growing up with them, it only gets better from here with their comedic timing. Even with myself, because when I was little, I wasn't the funniest because I didn't know comedic timing. But then as I got older, I learned comedic timing and where to put in, and that's why I'm so funny today. Okay. Too much.
No kid here to be comedic timing for you again.
Yeah.
Single and with no children.
Who?
You brought that on yourself.
No, I would never mind.
Anyways,
Anyways.
segue out of this real quick.
All right, Paul Blart.
Did you know there's a podcast that every year they watch Paul Blart Mall Cop?
I think I've heard about it. Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but like it's like every Christmas they these like three brothers get together and they watch Paul Blart Mall Cop, and that's one season of the episode, or one episode of the season, and it's just that, and they just do a review of it while watching
Every year.
Every year.
Isn't that like the guys like that, like my brother and I or something like that?
The Elroy brothers,
Yeah.
or McElroy brothers. Or
Yeah,
something
isn't
like
it them?
I think so.
I might
But
be wrong.
I might be wrong. But anyway, anywho. So, we have Brad,
We do.
We also have Scott.
Yup.
Yes.
Sadly.
By the way, did Brad tell you what I was thinking about doing for this Saturday for the podcast?
No. He said that Karen was talking to you about it, and he put air quotes, so I don't know what he meant by that.
Well, Karen thought that we should go see Sonic the Hedgehog movie. and for you to do a movie review of it. And as Brad and I are talking about it, and Karen, we were like, well, we don't want a 5-hour long podcast.
No. That's like a 3-parter, my friend.
Yeah. So, but I've actually heard good things about it, and that, like,
No.
it's gonna be it's funny. So.
We could have had something so much greater, and then people had to complain. We could have had something much greater.
Are you talking about before they redesigned
Oh,
it?
hell fucking yeah.
Oh my god, no.
Yes.
That's nightmare fuel.
Oh, that's why we need it!
Okay, hold on. Are you saying that you would have preferred the other version of Sonic?
I would have
Then this
preferred a Sonic game that was actually playable. But
You're not wrong about that. I don't understand why Sonic is still a thing.
he's a thing because he heals children out of wheelchairs, apparently. Apparently at like the Sonic Mania like launch, some kid, while they were singing like the Sonic 2 theme song, got touched by the guitarist and he jumped out of his wheelchair. So you know what? Sonic is God. Pretty much.
You just gotta go
You
fast.
just gotta go fast. You gotta heal fast.
Whoa. So do you think the movie would have done better if they had the other design?
I don't think it would have
God,
mattered.
no.
Kids would have gone.
No, I think it would have gone like shit. But I think for the DVD release,
Oh, yeah.
they should do
Both?
like both. Like they should show the movie with the old freaking.
That's a lot of work, man.
I mean,
That would be hilarious.
It would be
though.
great.
I would honestly
It'd be
buy it if
the
it
only
did.
way I'd ever watch it. But yeah.
Hey, you know what? At least
I'm kidding. The new Sonic looks great, but the old Sonic, man, all that nightmare fuel all the memes we could have had, all the gifs we could have had, man, internet culture was like it had something and they ripped it away from us because we just complained a little bit too much.
I mean,
Which I still believe is just a great marketing stunt in my opinion, but that's beside the point.
I mean, it did make, and it's like rated like almost 7 stars on IMDb right now. So, but I mean, look at the bright side. It's not Cats, the musical adaptation movie.
You mean which one? The first version that came out for the premiere, or version 1.2 that they patched for like when it actually went to theaters for everyone else?
Yes, because I heard it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
just
matter.
garbage. But it's still like there's a moment where I don't know. I kind of want to go see how hot garbage it was.
If you want to see hot garbage, just wait till I have some Taco Bell and then just go check the bathroom afterwards. So that'd probably be much more entertaining than Cats.
All right, time to move on.
And you like musicals.
Yeah, I like musicals.
So I'm just saying.
Do you like musicals?
I dabble on rare occasions.
What's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical by far is The Producers. The more recent one with Nathan Lane and What's His Bucket that's made by Mel Brooks. I think it was like
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick, yep.
So that's interesting because I like the newer producers.
He won't
better.
like it just because Will Ferrell's in it for a short time as a Nazi. But
I'm okay with it if he's a Nazi then.
I mean, he does a really good job
he
on
does a really good job.
But so I'm a huge fan of Mel Brooks. I actually want to get a tattoo of one of his famous quotes.
Dude, Mel Brooks is like one of the greatest comedic geniuses of our time when it comes to making parody movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. It's good to be the king?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get It's Good to Be the King with a crown above it.
It's Patrick's. Oh yeah, that's a good quote. Yeah.
But I like I said, I like the newer one with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick than I do the one with Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love Gene Wilder. I think he does a lot of good stuff. I mean, he did fantastic in Blazing Saddles, but I love the Nathan Drake.
Yeah, the Uncharted.
Nathan Lane and Yeah, the Uncharted one that Mel Brooks did. Total comedy of Tomb Raider.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the music a lot better in that one, but I also like Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane's chemistry, and also how they like the faces they make, kind of thing of like.
Oh yeah,
it's just so much better.
The movie's fantastic for Nathan Lane because Nathan Lane is such a Broadway actor already, and so like when he comes in and does he's doing a musical movie, of course he's gonna succeed beyond belief.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, I'll watch The Producers any day.
Plus, I mean, it's reuniting Simba and Timon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so
you're right.
So. But yeah, I definitely like that a lot better, and I'm glad to hear that you also like it.
Just springtime for Hitler in Germany, man.
Yeah, I often sing that song because
Winter for Poland and France.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's such a good movie, man.
And it's funny that we're talking about musicals. Before you picked me up, I was listening to because I was just playing a video game and I was just listening to music. For some reason, I was like, I really want to listen to the Greatest Showman soundtrack for some reason, and so I just put it on Pandora and was listening to the Greatest Showman. And then I was like, after like the third time listening to it, I was like, I don't know why, but I kind of want to listen to Cats, and so I just put on the Cats Broadway musical. Got 2 songs in, and I was like, I don't want to listen to this, and so I went back to the Greatest Showman.
You know, another.
Except for when I got there, I'm pretty sure he was listening to "Let It Go" on Frozen.
Hey man, sometimes you get encouraged. Scott's coming today. I just gotta get ready. You just gotta let it go. I just gotta let it go. No, I think not to get us distracted too much. I know we're already sidetracked beyond belief, but
we often do when you you show up.
My younger sister, she did some dinner show and some plays when she was in high school, and just as like out of a whim, she decided to go for the school play after she had done one and kind of like liked the idea of production and stuff like that. And so they were doing the Addams Family. And she went in, she just wanted to do like one of the minor parts. She just wanted to be involved. She didn't want to do anything big. And then she even put on her application form for it for the school was just like, I just want, be a background dancer, background singer, something simple. And they called her in for like a second rehearsal, and she's like, what do you guys want me to do? Like, we just wanted you to read a couple lines from this person. And they're like, we're not going to tell you who, just read it. And it was the lines from Wednesday Addams, and so they picked her to be Wednesday Addams. So I heard her singing the songs from the Addams Family musical a whole bunch, which made me go look it up just on YouTube. And that's Nathan Lane being freaking Gomez.
What?
Yeah, and he does it fantastically. Okay. So it's just like...
I may have to look this up.
Yeah, make sure you... it's not the traveling one, it's the Broadway group that he's a part of. But if you have to differentiate between the two. But, no, I mean, I kind of dabble between plays every now and then and things like that, so...
Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff in there, but, maybe you can help me talk this guy into...
No, you either like Disney movies or you don't.
Okay, that's fair. But
that's really what it comes down to.
I mean, musicals. Whatever. We'll get there.
Anyways.
Okay.
It's okay, Brad.
It's all right. Good. Why don't you just do the insane thing and find me a World War II
musical war horse?
I might be able to find.
Oh, for fuck!
I might be able to.
It's got to be out there. But anyways.
Yeah, I think I could. But okay. So
you digest.
I digress.
Yes.
Blue. Digest. All right. So, Scott, there was a reason or I had an idea that I wanted you to come on for because you and I are pretty big Rooster Teeth fans.
Uh-huh.
Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter, Funhouse, all their parent sister companies, all that jazz. Brad, you kind of dabble in it.
I like how you did dabble with like 2 fingers, like you're fondling a pair of balls. Like,
I did.
Gotta make sure those Vast Efrons are good.
I really want to go into the Letterkenny bit of Vast Efrons, but we don't have time. / don't remember. But anyway, so Rooster Teeth, they do on their podcast a thing called Gavin or Google. Brad. Okay. Gavin is, or Gavin Free, Gavino Free, if you will, who is part of the Slow-Mo Guys.
I fucking hate you right now.
So anyway, he's part of the Slow-Mo Guys, all that jazz, and so he's a very smart dummy in a sense. People think he's dumb, but he's actually quite intelligent. So the whole point of the game was they gave a 3-word, 4-word phrase to Gavin to come up with a question, and also a 3 or 4-word phrase to Google, and you have to differentiate which one is Gavin and which one's Google. Scott had a great idea that we may revisit, is do Brad or Bean, which I freaking love. Or
This sounds fantastic.
we need to know somebody who has a name that starts with an A, because we could also do Ask Jeeves, or just do a bunch of different.
Or with Y and do Yahoo.
Yeah, we need something like that.
Or
but
Q and do Quora, because that's a great place to go ask questions.
I don't.
It's just a heathen hole. Don't go.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't know what he's talking about. So, basically, we're going to make it a competition. I don't know what the reward is yet. I haven't thought that far. Maybe you could pick his nickname.
No.
And because I feel like you should get a nickname, Scott.
I'm glad that you are determining what I'm called.
Oh, I thought that might. I thought that's
But
why
I'm
that.
less of a person to you. You know, that you just get to choose what I'm called.
I feel like we actually do have a nickname for you.
Oh yeah,
Isn't it?
the Beaner. Yeah, got it.
Wetback? No.
Okay, all right, not going for those ones. Got it.
Not quite.
Wetback is
What?
kind of wet.
Wait,
No, I'm just kidding.
wait.
We try not to keep it that racial motivated. We generally just go with the hired help.
Guys.
No, this is not getting cut. This is all in, Mike.
I mean, it's okay. 'Cause
I
it's
haven't
not like
said
we
anything.
actually pay him anyway.
Wait, you're getting paid? No,
Dude, I only came here so I could evaluate the lawn before I have to start cutting it this spring. Then you guys brought me in.
you're scouting out his neighbors, like Hugh. You got Hugh the cop.
Dude, I don't know if you noticed, I locked my car because there's just way too many fucking white people. Okay? Look, if a Hispanic person or a black person breaks into my car, the cops will find out who it is. I'll get my car back and stuff like that. White person does it, they'll get away. So I lock my car.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my kids think that I hate white people because I say that all the time at like Walmart and at the church. And
They don't think it, they know it.
At Home Depot while I wait for somebody to pick me up.
At Home Depot when they're flying a U.S. flag right underneath the Trump flag. And yeah.
Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. What does Stacy usually call you? Isn't that the
Ooh,
nickname?
I don't want to know this. Hold on, let me
Because
plug
isn't
my
it
ears.
Scott something?
Uh,
Because you mentioned it on...
Escate.
I did mention it. Yeah.
Escate.
Yeah, it's skinny
Escate.
penis,
That's-
yeah.
All right, got me on Google. All right, so we're making this a competition. I don't know what the prize is. You guys, if you guys want to sort out what the prize is, you guys can have at it.
Who gets to make out with Mike?
Okay, let's change the prize.
If I win, you're calling out on work on the 19th.
April 19th.
April 19th.
April 19th.
Trust me, I've already been kind of thinking about it. I've been thinking about fighting it.
Allegedly.
I've been thinking about fighting it. But
I heard it was a sick boss.
I heard I had a sick day, boss. Allegedly.
You really have to watch Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Another day.
I may bring you, because I own it all on DVD. Do you have Hulu?
No.
No, just give.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'll help you out.
All right.
Okay. So Gavin or Google. So
Not even do the theme song?
do you want to do the?
No, I don't want to do the theme song. Gavin or Google, Google or Gavin. Which one said it? Let's find out.
Hey, I'm feeling lucky. What's great is Brad doesn't know. Okay, so do you want to know the three-worded phrase or the phrase that was given to both?
Start with the three-worded phrase and then give us both phrases.
Okay. Can you break your? Okay. Can you break your own neck if you really wanted to? Or can you break your lungs if you only breathe in?
The second one is Gavin. First one is Google.
Absolutely.
Correct. Well, how about
The reason why, though, is because there was one time that Gavin told a story where he woke up and he felt like he had chest pain, and he took a big, deep breath in and then, like, cracked and coughed a whole bunch. So he thought he broke his lungs, but then he was fine afterwards. So that's the reason why it's Gavin.
You may be fucked, Brad. I was hoping he didn't remember all of this.
Dude, I have listened to every podcast since they started releasing them. Back when in, like, 2010. When I was still in high school. I've been watching Red vs. Blue since season 2.
So what I'm hearing is I'm going to lose this, but me and you afterwards are going to come up with Brad and Bing and put him against Gage.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I think that's going to be fantastic.
Yep, pretty much. Okay. Can you ever be just whelmed? And can you ever be too fast for your own legs? Which one is Google, I'll say.
What was the first one?
Can you ever be just whelmed?
Instead of overwhelmed. I said I'd listen to them. I didn't say I remember everything.
Just whelmed? Gavin.
No, I think it's the other way around. I think Google said that.
He is right. Google said,
just whelmed.
Can you ever be just whelmed?
Run faster than your legs just is like such a Gavin thing to say.
All right. Did medieval knights... That's the phrase. Did medieval knights have special toilets? Did medieval knights use guns? Gavin is British. I just want to toss that in there.
Yeah, I'm going to say medieval knights. And guns is Google.
I'm going to go with Brad.
Correct. It's Google. Is the medieval and guns.
Yeah.
People are stupid. Medieval knights and guns.
Technically, the first black powder guns were showing up in, like, what? They were just, like, these metal rods that just had, like, two things. And it was just, like, a mini cannonball that you had to hold. But they were smaller, so it was just, like, a tube. So, I mean, technically they're not guns, but, I mean...
They're metal, too.
Right as the knights were starting to, like, phase out in their popularity of usage, those started showing up. Mainly because those punctured through metal. I think he's confused.
No, Oh. Okay. Can a Catholic marry a Christian? Can a stalactite become a stalagmite if it falls?
I feel like the second one's Gavin.
You know, it does sound like Gavin, but I could also hear Gavin asking that first question. And so I'm going to go opposite of Brad this time. I'm going to take a risk because I don't remember this one.
Brad's right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, can a Catholic marry a Christian is Google.
Because it's like one of those things that, like, he just wouldn't know just out of randomness, even though he is a Catholic boy.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Or he was. Yeah. He's talked about it a couple times on some of the podcasts.
Sounds about right. Why don't birds fly at night? And why don't birds ever lie down?
I think birds lying down is Gavin.
I'll go opposite. Either way, people asking these questions are dumb.
I really want to know the answer to these. Like, why don't birds fly at night?
But they do.
But they do. That's correct.
That's why. Owls fly at night and they're birds.
Scott's right. You were wrong, Brad. I'm sorry.
Well, so's everybody on the internet that's asked either one of those questions.
Yeah. Because I can just see, like, Gavin, like, going, why do birds lie down? Just like, it's like, that just seems like a dumber question than if a bird flies at night. Okay, now you're going too far.
Yeah, I know. Could a human survive inside a whale? Could a human cry itself dry?
The first one is Gavin, because that's a total thing for him to ask, just because he does know some Bible stories. Again, referencing the fact that he was raised Catholic.
He was a Catholic boy.
Yeah, he was a touched little altar boy. Yes.
Have you seen Spotlight?
I have no idea.
Have you seen Spotlight?
I have not seen Spotlight, but I've heard a lot about it.
It's good.
Mm-hmm. I know about it.
You should watch it.
I should watch it.
I'd agree with him on that one.
Ooh.
Are we both wrong?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah,
All right.
It's a cry dry.
See, the wording on that one kind of sounded funny too, but I just, yeah.
Is there a or an? Is there an or a?
The article A or am.
Yeah. Is there an Old Zealand? Is there a right way to wipe?
I'm going to say the first one is Gavin.
Yeah, I really hope so. Because I could see normal human beings just fucking yelling at each other about wiping forwards or wiping backwards.
That has so been like a question,
Yeah.
followed right after which is the right way to put the toilet paper on.
I mean, you guys are wrong. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Google's question is there a Old Zealand?
Yeah.
But isn't there the like debate on the podcast?
Oh, there's
where
been
it's like,
so many debates
It's like,
about
do
it.
you stand when you wipe or
Do you
pee in the
stand? Do you
shower?
sit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is a hot dog a sandwich?
A hot dog is a sandwich in the same way that a hoagie is a sandwich.
Yep. I agree. All right. How do I sometimes pee in two directions? How do I Google something? Could be a trick question.
Pee in two directions. Because just because he's talked about it.
Is Gavin?
Because Gavin is not circumcised. And so, as a fellow uncircumcised individual, sometimes that happens where just the skin's in the way and you get two streams.
I'm learning too much.
Too much fun.
All right. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna start saying that, and then Stacey's gonna punch me because I just like you're just sounding like Brad and Mike right now. They got it in my head. It's Inception. I'm sorry. You know the crazy part? Hold on, sorry. I was watching a Cinema Wins video the other day about Inception, and the crazy part about that whole movie is the entire runtime of that movie is the same length of that song that they play. That song is like 2 hours, or that song is like 2 minutes and 28 seconds long. The movie's 2 hours and 28 minutes long. It's like, that just happens to line up. Has nothing to do with the fact that Christopher Nolan was a part of it. No.
You know, on the drive here, he was telling me that that Scott.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like,
think
yeah,
you're both
Scott
idiots.
agrees. Yeah, that's what he said.
I think you're both idiots, but that's just me. But, you know, Stacey was surprised that you would watch The Green Book. I totally understand why you'd watch The Green Book, because I find it as one of those movies that is a verbal drama rather than an action drama.
Absolutely.
And I love those movies so much. Another good movie that I really like is The Great Debaters, just because, A, Denzel Washington's in it, and I love his character. I always love his performances. But it's just such... The action is not in what someone does, but how someone says something.
I feel like that one would be a 3 Billboards situation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that being that as well. Yeah, of why you'd like that. I mean, there's... one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies is Bridge of Spies. Just because it's a good historical thing, and at the same time, Tom Hanks is just fantastic, and it's just all about this like subterfuge and
you don't know
drama.
who to trust.
Yeah,
and if the guy is really a spy or not.
Yeah, but like the closest you get to action is like he just happens to be on a train crossing over the border, and he looks across and he sees someone get shot, and it's like that's the only violence you see the entire movie. Mm-hmm. So all the action is pent up and built up, and all this conversation. Anyway, sorry to distract us from that. It's just how I like movies sometimes too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Do you like Christopher Nolan?
I don't think he's fantastic.
Really?
I think he's an okay director. I don't think that the Batman movies are as great as everyone espouses them to be. I'm with Brad that just because Heath Ledger died and they gave him an Oscar because he died, gave him a pity Oscar. No offense. The only movie I like Heath Ledger in, and I've watched a couple of his movies, is A Knight's Tale. I don't even like him as Joker. I'll be honest. I think he's iconic as Joker. I think he's made a very iconic Joker. But I don't like Heath Ledger just because he was Joker. I like him in Knight's Tale, and I love Knight's Tale. I think that's a fantastic movie, by the way. But that's a whole other debate for another time.
Why does it have to be a debate? I agree. The Knight's Tale is great. Do you not like A Knight's Tale, Brad?
No, I do. It's just, you know why this would be a debate.
Wait. What are you talking about? Are you talking about that I like?
You thought my look was about Knight's Tale, and that's not what it was.
Oh.
My look was at your comment of, why would this be a debate? And you know why, and it's not Knight's Tale.
Oh,
it's Christopher Nolan, and how much of a shit
I'm gonna wring your neck.
But I do agree with Brad. As the Bat movies went on, there was more and more CG, and you can blame that to Cinema Wins. Just because I watch a lot of Cinema Wins as they break down movies, and that's really fun to just watch those.
See, I watch a lot of
Cinema Sins.
Yeah, I avoid that because I like seeing the positive of movies. I really do. And I hear enough complaints about stuff. I like hearing positive stuff about movies. Honestly, like one of my favorite like new series of movies that I really wish they make more of, but I understand why they wouldn't, is just the new Star Trek revamps. Just because I feel like they're just like, they're fun. It's like the same reason why Brad would go watch a Transformers movie. I want to go see Star Trek. I just want to see ships flying in space. I want to see a freaking badass captain who sometimes is a womanizer and sometimes he just has to think on his feet and figures out a solution that's not always about brute strength. I don't know. That's me.
Yeah, I gotcha. Have you seen Memento?
I have not seen Memento.
Okay.
I know everything about it, but I have not seen Memento. And by everything, I understand the premise of behind it.
Right.
Like that. Same with The Prestige.
Okay.
Me and Brad talked about this before. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like I like Christopher Nolan because I've seen a lot of his movies.
Honestly, Memento just sounds like the precursor to what Inception was, where there was minor time moving of like what actually was there and what actually wasn't there, depending on stuff.
Like you're saying,
I think he experimented with Memento, which is probably why it was great. It was different, but I feel like he just honed it in for Inception.
Like you were just saying, you like the like dialogue aspect of most movies, like Bridge of Spies, where there's little action. You would absolutely like Memento.
Oh, we'd see about that.
So
I mean, by the same vein, I also hate female-dominated like comedy movies because they always, and all you women out there, I'm sorry, but it's true, go watch any like comedy movie where women are like the main characters. It always has a dance scene at the end and it pisses me the fuck off.
What? No, not like Dora the Explorer. Oh, Dora the Explorer.
Bridesmaids?
Yeah, that too.
That one had it, and then the one that me and my wife just went to go see, which was Like a Boss. Which is actually not that bad of a movie.
Wait. Now I have to know. Was there a dance scene at the end of Birds of Prey?
I didn't.
I haven't seen that one yet. Is there?
I didn't stay for the end credit scene. I heard there's an end credit scene. I did not stay for the end credit scene.
It's just
but that's not meant to be a main comedy movie. It's supposed to be like a comedic action movie.
Right.
Whereas like you have movies like Bridesmaids or Like a Boss where it's all focused on the comedy behind things.
The all female cast of Ghostbusters, I believe, didn't have one. Actually, it may have. Because for some reason,
see my point?
For some reason,
I'm not saying they're bad movies. The part that there's always just one part that pisses me off that I don't like, and it always makes me cringe. And, like, if the movie is good, I will sit through that cringiness. Because I hate that dance-off. It's not Bollywood. Leave that to the freaking Indians. Okay? Leave it to the dots and not the feathers, okay? That's what I'm just saying.
Jesus. Jesus, get me
What?
out of this.
They have that. That's freaking Hinduism. I have the little red dot. That's totally normal.
Do you know what that represents?
What it represents? No idea. I just know that some of them have it and some of them don't.
I may be butchering this or just remembering it from a comedy act, but it's to show if you're single or not, if I remember right. I think. I might be talking about...
I've seen a lot of old people, though, with them, so...
Yeah, I don't quite
Bend It
remember.
Like Beckham had a dance scene, but it was like all the anchor people singing like, what's the song? It's like called Hot, Hot, Hot or something like that. I don't remember.
Wait, is it like the hot, hot, hot?
Yeah, that's the exact song. No, I'm like, those movies can be great, and they have some great comedy scenes, and if you're okay with just like straight, like, baldy jokes, it's like all about just vaginas and sex, because I love women, but that's what they feel like they can only joke about. But that's beside the point.
As guys joke about
their dicks and balls,
yeah,
and coming on everything.
All right.
Anyways,
So, I don't know if we count this as a win or a not win.
win or a sin.
So,
I'm glad
Bradder Bing here. Was there a dance scene in the 2016 Ghostbusters? So,
Okay.
yes,
there
there was,
but it's
but
not.
it was cut. So it's not considered a win or a loss.
I think that just shows that Dan Aykroyd's like ghost, even though he's still alive, went in there and was like, we're not gonna put that in there. So Bill Murray's over here going like, yeah, no, we'll pull that.
Harold Ramis is actually the ghost and is like, no, I'm good on that one also.
Oh man, that's funny.
Because
That's funny as shit.
Because I kind of remember something about it because I just remember like Chris Hemsworth on top of a car dancing. And I think that's what it is.
I don't know.
But there is a scene where like Chris Hemsworth gets like possessed by a ghost and he starts dancing. I don't know. Anywho, let's just say dancing in most movies that shouldn't involve dancing is horrible, like Spider-Man 3.
Dude, that's the best dance ever, man.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. But anyway, I respect your opinion on Christopher Nolan. I just think that most people judge
You
without
respect
seeing.
it, but you still want me to change it. Got it.
No. Like he's seen 4 Christopher Nolan movies. 3 of them is part of a series. The other one is Inception. That I don't even think like Inception is part of a good.
If I've seen another Christopher Nolan movie besides those 4 that Brad have seen, you'd have to show me a list and say, yeah, that was Christopher Nolan, and then I could let you know. But by that same vein, like just I don't focus as much on directors as I think some people do.
Right.
I mean, there's some directors that I really like to like go and look. Like Ridley Scott, I love it when he's involved with a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think his art style is fantastic, and it's something I like. Even if he's not considered a great director, I love everything he does.
Gotcha.
I just love it because that's just the kind of art style that I like.
Right.
So,
yeah. No, I get it.
anyways, sorry.
I'm just saying like his his best movies you guys haven't.
Look,
touched
I'm
on,
not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't like all movies from a single director,
right?
Just because it's dumb to just believe in one director. I mean, I'm that way with Ridley Scott. I'm that way with Ron Howard. I like his movies.
Mm-hmm.
I like the movies he's a part of. No, hold on. Ron Howard? No. Yeah. No.
Ron Howard directed Solo.
I love Solo.
Okay.
I don't know what I understand why some people have problems with it. I have no problem with it. It's
a good movie.
It's a fantastic movie that got so shit on just because it's connected to the other shit that's involved.
Well, not only that, it came out only 4 months after Last Jedi.
That's
why
true.
it got shit on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I also think Rogue One is a fantastic movie, personally.
I mean,
but I know why Brad doesn't like it because it's a World War II-esque movie.
I like Rogue One, but it is a retelling of a story we already knew.
True.
So, and that's also, I think, a reason it didn't get as much accolades because it was a story we already knew instead of a new one.
But it filled in the. But as just like someone who does like to delve into the books every now and then, to delve into the expanded universe, who's currently going through Star Wars Rebels again at the same time watching the 7th season of Star Wars Clone Wars that's coming out currently on Disney Plus. It's like I like the Star Wars universe and I like just building upon it. I'm okay if it focuses around the same things and intersects with it because I like the retelling of stories when someone mentions something and then we get to go explore it. And this is not just with Star Wars, but with like any other movie. Like if you did it with Harry Potter, I like. If you did it with Harry Potter, you did it with Lord of the Rings, you did it with anything. Like if you just like gave me the ability to expand on part of a universe that I love, then I'm gonna love it no matter what. Even if it's a retelling of a story. Because they went, oh yeah, some people had to steal the Death Plan, the Death Star plans. Cool. But how do they do it? That's why I love Rogue One, is because I think they do it really, really well. And just kind of like. Also, by far, best scene ever in any Star Wars movie is the scene from Rogue One with Darth Vader in the hallway. I don't care who you are, but that is the greatest scene ever in any Star Wars franchise movie. That's just me personally.
I saw somebody did like a fan creation of how the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight should have gone in 4.
If it wasn't two old dudes doing it?
Yeah, exactly. Where it's just like a... where it was like actually like Vader's like throwing stuff at him and Obi-Wan is like having to like uppercut it with his lightsaber and stuff like that. But anyway, so like Rogue One, I liked it, but when the trailers first came out, I was like, I don't like this. None of the trailers like did anything for me until like I actually watched it. I was like, that was actually pretty good. And with Solo, I did also like Solo. But there was some things that I hated about it, where it's like how he got his name, right? Like what's your name? It's Han. I think, are you traveling alone? Okay, your name's Han Solo now. And it's like
I think it was a lazy way to do it, but I think it's one of those things where the only reason why he kept, because I mean by that same vein he could have called him whatever, and then when he broke out of the Imperial Army, and then he was with all his new group of friends. Yeah, they could have been like, Han, what's your last name? And he was like, well, it's this, but I don't like it. And like, well, why don't you call yourself something else? And then he goes like, well, maybe Solo, because I'm by myself all the time. Yeah, like that would have been just as no one would have been happy with that unless he showed up and were like, oh, it's Han Solo right away. Right. Like I don't think they needed to show that. I think that was an unnecessary thing. The only thing that really pissed me off in that movie, not pissed me off, the only thing that I really, really didn't like, there was a couple things that were like, nah, I wouldn't have done that, or I would have done a little differently. I mean, everyone's an armchair producer. But one thing that I did not like was the golden dice that are like right in like that at the end of Last Jedi. What's his bucket gives it to Leia. Luke. Gosh, dang it! Luke gives it to Leia, and it's like, oh, what are these? And then all of a sudden they pull out Solo, and then it's retconned into. Solo, and that kind of made me unhappy. I was just like, these have never been anything. If something like that had been involved in any of the original trilogy, I would have had no problem with it, showing like where those came from. But it was just something that was unnecessary, in my super big opinion. Yeah. Is this I've seen I love Interstellar, so I think Interstellar's good. I haven't seen any of those other ones.
So basically, Memento and up is his stuff.
I haven't seen Dunkirk.
These are everything he's directed.
No, like Memento was like his first like
he looks like
release
Leonardo
film.
DiCaprio.
The one below it is like a not fan made, but like his like
Larceny. It's a short movie.
Yeah.
Doodlebug also a short.
Yeah. Basically, Memento was his first like actual.
Memento 2000, Insomnia 02, Batman Begins 05, Prestige 06, Dark Knight 08, Inception 2010, Dark Knight Rises 2012, Interstellar was 2014, Quay was a documentary short for in 2015, Dunkirk was in 2017, and Tenet will be released in 2020 this year.
So only 2 of those movies I actually haven't seen. Insomnia and
Following?
And Quay?
No, But I mean, by that same vein, he's just a newer director. I mean, if he is technically still a new director. He was a new director when he made his name with a couple movies, and he did Batman. He got kind of popular with that, so he made Inception. He made his name with Batman. Yeah, he made his name with Batman. And don't get me wrong, I still think Batman was they're still good movies. I don't think they're fantastic movies like everyone thinks they are.
Insomnia is better than Batman.
Interstellar's way better.
So honestly, I have seen more than one.
I'll be honest with you, I actually prefer Interstellar over Inception. Mm-hmm. I love that movie just because it's that cool sci-fi fun shit going on. Anyways.
See, and I'm not a big fan of Interstellar.
Oh, man.
But I mean, I'd still watch it. But anyway.
Have you seen Interstellar?
I have not seen Interstellar.
Oh, it's good.
Isn't that the one with
Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway?
And it has Matt Damon again needing to get
I'm
rescued.
thinking something else, actually. Never mind.
But it does have Matt Damon in it, and he's technically considered a bad guy.
But yeah,
doesn't know how yet.
Anyway, back to Solo. It's it would have been better if it was his name was Han Solomon or Solomon.
Solomon.
Yeah, and then he's just I'm just gonna take off, man.
No, it would have been better if the Imperial would just was just you don't have a last name? Okay, cool. Here's a random generator. Okay, this one, and then gave him some other bullshit name I don't know, Moberly or something like that. It's a bullshit name. So
shots fired.
I have been nothing but nice to you, Scott.
Yes, you have. Gave me some Kit Kats that I opened, and hopefully that the sound of them being open stays here. Anyways.
Because we're definitely going to keep mentioning it.
Yeah, far enough away that it's impossible to cut. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? No, I mean, the campfire scene right before they do their train heist. Would have been the perfect place to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, have a mentor give it to him instead of
not even a mentor, just the fact that he's there, he's already sitting with Chewbacca, and Chewbacca, already says something, and he's like, what did he say? And he's like, well, I don't know if he said tribe or family, but, and then, what's his name? Woody Harrelson's character goes what's the difference? And that kind of shocks him, and that whole scene right there was already a touching moment. It would have been a perfect time right there for him to kind of go, well, I don't have a family. I was like, well, where's this last name from? Imperials gave it to me when I joined up. And he's like, well, if that's not you, then define who you are, and kind of just give him that suggestion. And even if he doesn't say Solo right there, but give him the idea that maybe he should change it.
Yeah.
And then when he's flying off at the end, then reveal it. That would have been way better in my opinion. But
what would have been great? If Han Solo had a tattoo that said dude, and then Chewbacca had a tattoo that said sweet. But dude, what does mine say? And then I've done enough cocaine today. Okay. Anything else you guys want to touch on that discussion?
Now that we're 30 minutes away.
30 minutes away
from what we were talking about.
One hell of a freaking side.
Yeah, but it was entertaining.
Hey man, sometimes you just got to get into it.
Yeah.
I'll keep my wife up 45 extra minutes when she's dead tired, just because I'm just ranting to her about anything, and she'll just go, yeah, and I was like, oh crap, sorry dear, it's 11 o'clock and you're probably dead tired having to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
You go to bed, I'll go downstairs, sorry.
You sleep. Yeah. I mean, this is best friends discussing. We're just chatting. It's not it's called off topic or anything like that, right?
That would have been a good name.
It's taken.
It's already taken.
Yeah, it's taken by Rooster Teeth.
We have to listen to the Off Topic podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do a couple more of these and then we call it good and we call it an episode?
Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
With no more segues.
Okay.
I promise.
Uh-huh.
And then you've been keeping a total, right?
Yes.
Cool. You can tell us who wins the prize that you don't know of yet.
Exactly. In my head, I know exactly who is winning, but I don't want to give said person the prize.
That could go either way at this point.
True, at this point. I should throw it so that way you can win.
I mean...
You should throw it so I can win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both should just throw it.
Yeah, we should throw it at you.
Okay. Do midgets.
Can't say that word.
Do midgets ever see bald spots? Sorry, I got something in my throat.
They did, but it was a bad trimming the hedges job.
Good job, Scott. All right. And the other one is, do midgets have knees?
Bald spots is Gavin. Knees is Google. Because I could just see like a stupid amount of the human.
I'm gonna go the opposite, just in the hopes humanity isn't that stupid.
No,
but I know it
is.
I know I'm wrong. This is the one time I am trying my hope for humanity, and it's gonna crush me once again to make me want to be more of a supervillain.
But
which one is it?
Which one did you pick?
The opposite of you.
He's saying Gavin is the midgets with knees.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a great way to put this. It's one person versus the world at this point, where the majority of the world is Googling this.
Yes.
Brad, you are wrong.
That's what I thought. Fuck it. This is why I don't trust people.
You want to know why I think that was Google and the world? Because everyone's seen Little People Big World. And I liked watching that show with my family, even though then it got cringy as the kids got earlier. But all the midgets in that show waddle. That's just what happens. So it doesn't look like they're bending their knees. So people are just gonna assume.
Wait. Are you telling me nobody has seen freaking Charlie and Chocolate Factory? For the love of God, they do dance scenes and they bend their knees.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting segued. Next one. Yes, humans are dumb. You're turning into an Oompa Loompa with how orange you're getting right now.
Then I could run for president.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you need a toupee first. You need a toupee surgically implanted into your head, but only on one side.
And then comb it over.
Yeah. I think he does it on purpose.
It'll be huge.
It'll be huge.
Huge. You know who else will vote for me? China.
And not my grandma. My grandma would not vote for you. I was gonna say the whole bending of the knees. I was gonna make a reference to Game of Thrones and Daenerys wanting people to bend their knees and how midgets wouldn't be able to. But
that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Tyrion was
Why
on his
is
knees
this a
half the
question?
time. Tyrion was on his knees half the time.
For fuck's sake.
He was naked the other half of the time.
And he was drunk the other half of the time.
Yeah, that's true. And I've only seen clips.
Hold on.
Anyways.
Now, this is a dumb question.
Okay.
But I've also never seen Game of Thrones.
So. Okay.
Brad or Bean? Wait, have you?
No.
Okay.
I've only seen clips and I've read the...
So I'm the expert.
And I've read the 5 books. That's it.
This is...
Okay, I haven't
This is a dumb question, yet it's condescending at the same time. So you said either on his knees or naked. Why would he be on his knees? He's already that low.
It's because they're making him... Because he's pledging fealty to other people.
They can't tell the difference. He has no knees.
I know.
That was very ignorant of you, Brad.
No, say it right.
Ignorant.
There you go.
Ignorant.
Yeah.
What?
Say it right.
What?
Ignorant.
That's very ignorant of you,
That's
sir.
very ignorant.
That's very ignorant of you, sir, Mike.
Okay, you guys are staring at me intensely and also saying that. I'm scared. When you were asking me to say it right, I thought you were going to ask me to do the South Park Michael Jackson. No, that's ignorant. That's why.
He took a completely different way.
Yeah, no, we went the right way.
What's the ignorant thing?
That's just how you say it. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's a quote from somewhere. That's just how you say it.
Oh, that's
someone's
a thing?
Because you can be ignorant about something, but then when you're something like what you're doing right now, Mr. Mike, you're being ignorant. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nope. Stop that.
Be ignorant, and I'll go Z formation on your ass.
Okay, Scott, I'm gonna need you to stop looking me up and down, and also going in a Z formation. The head move it really sold it.
I can't wait for me.
Yeah, so much fun. All right. By the way, after we're done recording, you could cut this part. I need to teach you that's fucked up thing.
Fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I need to teach you it. All right.
Anyways,
Are rhinos
our rhinos
Are rhinos born horn first? Or are rhinos just obese unicorns?
The first one I think is Gavin. I'm just going to make a quick guess on my gut and not question it.
I want it to be the second one, because I will have more respect for Gavin if that literally was his question.
Scott's right.
See, I lost more respect in somebody I wanted to respect.
Well, it's because babies are born head first. That's probably what his thinking is. That's what my thinking is. It's like, because babies are head first, rhinos have horns, so does their horn come out first because they have longer snouts than their head?
Well, I'm guessing yes, because otherwise it could just hook and stay there.
That, or they just don't have one when they're born, which is probably the likely answer.
It is.
So,
it is.
Anyways. And the results are in.
One more.
A tiebreaker, everybody! Because Brad, I don't know if you noticed, because Brad's white, he started with 5 points automatically.
That's my white privilege, man.
No, that's not Brad's choice. That's what Mike just did for him.
Hey,
all the hand jobs.
Dem's the rules of society, all right?
Hey,
Dem's the rules.
I know. You even go down to Mexico. That's the way it is.
I'm just letting you guys vamp as I pick another question. All right. How come there aren't any? How come there aren't any gay snakes? How come there aren't any bee batteries?
Bee batteries is Gavin. Because I know humans are dumb as much as they would like to be smart. People.
I'm going to have to agree with him on this one.
Yeah. I see how it is. The white man trying to help the other white man out. But over here, the colored man is over here trying to win the game fair and square.
So Scott, you got it wrong. And I looked at Brad and I was like, please pick the opposite so I could do one more.
Look, you're gonna do one more whether I want or not.
Have to.
Yeah, we just tied again.
Weird.
Yeah, weird how that works for white people. Now we know why an African country's never won a soccer game.
Okay.
In the World Cup.
What do I do if I accidentally built a bookshelf? What do I do if my pet wants to have sex with me?
Sex with me is Gavin.
I'm going opposite.
Ooh, Scott wins.
Yeah, because I remember
Scott won beforehand.
I remember that one because there's a whole animated adventure about that one of his cat pissing blood on it.
Okay,
yeah.
So,
okay,
I was hoping that was just a one single question. Otherwise, that means there's a shit ton of people that have gotten drunk, stoned, high, something, woke up, and there's a bookshelf they didn't have before. In order to ask that question,
those are
you have to wake up and go, where the fuck this come from?
Those are Tyler Durden people. They don't realize they have multiple personalities. They wake up, they're tired, they're hungover, and there's a bookshelf because they were awake.
I am Jack's hammer.
Yeah.
I am Jack's toolbox. Yeah.
Anyways.
So Scott wins, which honestly I saw coming. That's honestly why I gave him 10 points.
Oh, it was 10.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so much better, Brad.
Yeah. It should. You did a good job.
Someone needs to learn how to silence his freaking cell phone.
No, I mean I'm just important. So
Karen again, huh? She's getting needy.
All right, I get it, Karen.
That's when you don't mix office and marriage. Don't do what I did.
Joke's on you. I'm single and no kids, so.
So was I, and then I got married and I immediately had 2 kids.
Done.
No, I added a 3rd.
No more needed. So, Scott.
Yes?
Thank you for coming on to the podcast once again.
Oh.
Have you enjoyed your time on our podcast?
No, it's been barely over an hour.
No, I mean like overall.
Oh, yeah?
Have you had fun and all that jazz? And
yeah.
Any feedback for the podcast?
I mean, I'd really appreciate it if you guys took the guns out of my face while we had this conversation, so that way I didn't.
No, we're just making it cool.
That ensures you don't run.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Brad went one way. I'm going a different way. I was gonna say we are just making a cool John Wick poster.
Oh, but I'm not white or Keanu Reeves.
I mean, you could be Keanu Reeves.
No, I'm too fat.
No, buddy.
Whoa. No, it's been fun. It's been good.
Have you shared it with your family and friends and stuff?
No, because they don't know I curse as much as I do, or that I talk about these things like I do. Stacy listens.
That's a good point. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not about keeping up appearances. It's just that I don't want my mom knowing what kind of conversations I have sometimes. I let her live in an ignorant bliss.
Could you help him out and censor him cursing?
Oh, I thought you were saying, could I help him out and just send it to his parents?
Oh, no. I was just going to say, like, censor the parts where Scott cusses, and also the parts where he, like, starts talking about his dick and stuff like that.
I don't know if I can, but I do know I can make those parts louder at least.
Oh, okay. What's your mother's info?
That's easy. Mike and Hunt.
And your father?
Ben and Dover.
Okay, not gonna go with the Mike Hawk
No,
joke.
not that
Okay.
one.
All right. Okay. Well, so you don't have any criticisms for the podcast?
I love both of you guys very dearly, and I gave you guys some advice right at the beginning.
Doesn't really show for me. I feel like.
No, I show love in different ways.
Before we even started recording, he was like, "I'm gonna go hard on the racist stuff," and he peered into my soul.
Look, that's the funny thing is, like, you think I'm going hard. This is how I am when I'm just like with people I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I know. I do the same thing.
I don't walk up to my all white old female coworker crew that I work with, and I start dropping some shit like this, because then they look at me.
Well,
and
yeah, because otherwise Karen will call the manager. Okay.
Yeah. But no. I don't even know what I was saying.
You like us both dearly.
Oh yeah, I like you guys dearly, but and you guys have made some couple good episodes where it's just you two, but there's some episodes where you two just need a guest.
Oh.
No,
Ready?
That's my feedback. But like I said, it's not every podcast where it's just two white boys talking to a microphone like half the internet already is.
Yeah, it's just... Wait, wasn't that gonna be a...
Yeah,
when we were going
you guys would
through...
do great on a white supremacist like 4chan.
Anyways. Wasn't that gonna be... Like...
I've never seen Mike's face, like, stop as hard as that.
Or go wider.
You could cut that shit if you want.
I don't care. I had something I wanted to say.
There was just a line of silence after I said that. And Mike's face... Whoa. Opportunities.
We support all.
No, we don't.
Well,
you can't support me for long. I'm a very heavy guy.
my favorite parts is when I just do a heavy sigh on the podcast. No, because when we were coming up with names for the podcast, which, by the way, we should keep like trying to come up with new names for the podcast, because I just thought of one, but
Two white guys and a dick. Got it.
Because I don't remember if this was one of the names for the podcast that we came up with was like two Mikes and a Brad or something like that, where it's Mike and the megaphone mic. And, yeah. Anyway, so this has been another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. Two Mikes, one Brad.
Two guys, one mic.
I think that was... Also, I feel like that's already a podcast name.
I feel like that's a porno's name,
Of Mike and
not
Men.
a good one.
So anyways.
The Mikes of Wrath. I'm just gonna make Hemingway and Ernstine jokes or whatever.
I knew exactly what you were doing, but I was just like, can you go...
Casa Bradka.
We need to end this. We need to end this so fast.
Casa del Brad, but only white people talking.
Hola! but it's white guys doing really poor Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Mira, chico, si usted necesita un blanquero para hablar español, that's not right. Where is a better word?
All right, where's that ice number again?
El Diablo.
No, I'm saying it with a bad accent, so that way I'm just an American dude saying it. Now, hermano, si está hablando como así, entonces eso es el tiempo para llamarla ice. Okay?
I
hear
don't
the
know what he's
lawnmower
talking
calling.
about. I heard ice in there, so I really hope he's getting me a drink.
I could go for a drink.
Chop chop.
Alright, well, I love you guys. Make sure to help me get back up from the border. Support my Patreon. Fund my bus ticket back up top. I got some kids to take care of.
Support my Kickstarter for ladders.
Support my
tall enough for the wall.
What are you talking about? I just need some rope and some tape and a couple other guys to help me lift me up. That's it. But hey, if you want to support me, find me on Patreon at iloveskinnypenis.com.
The traveling gardener.
The traveling gardener.
Lawnmower man.
The roaming gnome. But remember kids. Stay white.
Peace out.